how to build muscle and burn fat at the exact same time. Many people will tell you that it's not possible. I'm here to tell you in today's video, it is 100% possible, even if you're not a beginner. I'm gonna tell you exactly how I did it and how you can do it at home.
You ain't got no games. You ain't lift no weights.
Now, I'm gonna make a bold guess. I'm willing to bet that at some point you've had the goal, how can I say lose my belly fat, lose my chest fat while building the upper body muscles at the exact same time? So there are 4 types of people who are best suited to build muscle and burn fat at the same time. Number 1 would be someone in their first 2 years of going to the gym. The glory days, the newbie days, the beginner days. So in your first 2 years of going to the gym, if you lift with progressive overload, you try to get stronger on the compound exercises, you're in a slight caloric deficit, and you're eating enough protein, you will build muscle and burn fat at the same time. The second category of people would be someone who has built a lot of muscle mass and then took time off from the gym. So what happens is muscle control centers called MYONUCLEI ramp up protein synthesis when you go back in the gym and start lifting weights. So what that means is if I go in the gym and say I took 6 months off, I'm gonna gain back 20 pounds of lean muscle mass so much faster than someone would say attempting to build 20 pounds of lean muscle mass who had never built it before. Third category of people who can build muscle and burn fat at the same time is someone taking anabolic steroids. So basically what happens and why steroids are so effective is it's gonna ramp up muscle protein synthesis and it's going to increase the nuclei in the muscle cell. Remember the whole point, if you've been along for the ride on this channel for at least the last 6 months to a year, of why I was training a muscle group every single day for 30 days, because you increase the amount of nuclei in the muscle cell, the same thing that happens when you take anabolic steroids. And the fourth category would be someone who is considered obese. Basically what happens is you have enough body fat to serve as energy and fuel for the costly muscle building process. So say somebody is 300 pounds, they haven't done much resistance training in their life, they're gonna be able to burn fat rapidly while also building lean tissue. So those are the 4 categories, but like I said at the start of the video, I am not in one of those 4 categories and I've still been able to build muscle and burn fat rapidly. How did I do it? Let's dive right into it. First picture, I was at about 13% body fat. And my 3-month transformation, I got down to 9.5% body fat while increasing my lean muscle mass and increasing my strength on the squat, on the bench press, and the deadlift. And most recently, I had a DEXA scan about 3 months back, and I would be willing to bet a lot of money that I've built muscle mass and burned fat in the last 3 months. We're gonna see on the follow-up. Look for that video sometime next week, but I'm really excited to see my progress. And what did I do? You guys aren't gonna believe it, but I've been taking 5 servings every single day of Anabolic Antler 1.0. Yes, deer velvet antler extract. So think about this for a second. We've evolved from our caveman friends, and they were a lot more concerned with survival than how pretty their pecs looked. But the good news is we can use this to our advantage. So think about this. When you put your body under duress, like say going through a crazy workout regimen that your body's never experienced before, you're sending a signal to your body that basically, holy shit, all this physical stress is coming upon your body. What do we have to do to counteract this and survive? We're gonna secrete more hormones. Now, if you do that lame workout routine that you've been doing for the last 2 years that your body's already used to, you're not adding more volume, you're not really adding more weight, you're not doing new exercises, supersets, all that. What signal are you really sending to your body? Now let's compare that to stepping foot in the gym and doing some shit that you've never done before in your entire life, every single workout. Number 1, you are in a slight caloric deficit, but your carbohydrate timing is on point and you're eating enough protein. So what I mean by this is, according to the book Advanced Nutrient Timing, insulin is the most anabolic hormone in your body. Now, doing these crazy workouts that I'm gonna mention here in just a minute, you're creating an incredible demand for glycogen and insulin. So insulin is gonna help shuttle all the amino acids into your bloodstream. It's gonna help you recover. It's the most anabolic hormone in your body. So you should not completely eliminate carbohydrates for this to work. Now, At 2,300 calories, I am in about a 500 to 600 calorie deficit. So I can still eat 200 grams of carbohydrates post-workout and find a way to eat only 22 to 2,300 calories every single day. Number 2, you train like a madman. I'm talking compound exercise intensity. Every single time you step foot in the gym, you do a ton of compound exercises and you do shit that you've never done before. I'm talking doing drop sets on squats. I'm talking drop sets on lunges. Opposing muscle group supersets. Just the other day, I did weighted pull-ups in between sets of heavy dumbbell bench pressing. If you're throwing up heavy dumbbell benches and you're doing weighted pull-ups in between your sets, what do you think that sends a signal to your body to do? It's gonna grow. So that's why I'm so passionate about creating, that's why like the second supplement we ever created was a pre-workout, just because workout intensity is the #1 X factor to transforming. That's why I was so passionate about like researching pre-workout supplements, figuring out what goes into what, how we can make the best pre-workout, is workout intensity and doing stuff that you've never done before. Now, for this to work, you have to do stuff and challenge yourself that you've never done before for at least a span of 8 consecutive weeks. So the third factor is adequate rest. So getting at least 7 to 8 hours of sleep and what I call X factor nutrition. Now, a lot of guys on YouTube, they make the argument, you know, you don't need supplements. All supplements are a scam. All you need is your chicken, your oatmeal, your peanut butter on your extra bougie bread, and you'll be fine. But guess what? Those same people, you know, they're dancing around doing their little body weight workouts. What they don't realize is when you train with compound exercise intensity, you're doing stuff that your body's never been challenged to before, you create a demand for electrolytes, for key minerals, for key vitamins. So guess what? If you train like the way I'm gonna talk about in just a second, you create a demand for glutamine, for leucine, for zinc, for magnesium, and for crucial electrolytes. So replenishing these on a daily basis becomes absolutely essential. So shameless plug, but that is exactly why we created Alpha Dreams. Basically the maximum recovery of all the vitamins, minerals, electrolytes. It's like ZMA times 10 of everything your body needs when you're just throwing your body in the ringer. So whatever type of training that you're doing, regardless of how intense it is, Alpha Dreams will help you replenish and recover. The fourth factor I would say is the least important, but definitely helpful, especially for burning a little more fat. It is anabolic cardio. Now this is the type of cardio that's gonna help you with fat loss, but also with building muscle mass, because it's gonna help you increase your testosterone and your human growth hormones. So doing things like sprint intervals, dumbbell squat jumps, working out your fast twitch muscle fibers has been proven to increase these crucial anabolic hormones. I was just watching a Brandon Carter video, I think it was from a couple weeks ago, and he was talking about when he squatted every single day for 30 days. Him and his friend did it, and what they found was that their legs were getting so big. Actually, he had to get 2 different, I think he went up like 2 or 3 pant sizes. His legs and quads, like his quads, his hamstrings, his glutes, were getting so big. Now, he was squatting every single day for 30 days. If you go on YouTube and you type in squats every day for 30 days, you're gonna find that a lot of people had similar experiences where basically you throw an extreme event at your body, and what does your body do? It doesn't break in half, it doesn't shrink, it grows. That's the whole point of my nuclei overload experiment. I actually trained my arms every single day for 30 days last year. I was in a caloric deficit and my arms still grew. So there's something so magical about finding a way to go in the gym and do something that your body has never experienced before. So let me paint a little scenario for you. You're in a slight caloric deficit. You're going to the gym. You're doing compound exercises. You're doing different forms of intensity that you have never done before. You're adding more volume, you're trying to lift heavier weight. At the same time, your body fat is getting lower. You maybe went from 14% body fat to 11% body fat. Maybe you're also throwing in a little bit of intermittent fasting, increasing your anabolic hormones and your fat loss hormones even more. On top of this, you could be doing some anabolic cardio, doing things like sprints and squat jumps, which is fast twitch cardio, which is gonna elevate that human growth hormone and the testosterone. And on top of it all, you're getting 8 hours of sleep, your protein is high, your carbohydrate timing is on point, and you're getting all of your electrolytes, your vitamins, your minerals, basically everything is perfect. Now you're telling me that you can't build muscle and burn fat with everything in place like that? That is 100% wrong. Here's the punchline. There was actually a study that showed that meeting a new girl that you're attracted to can instantly increase your testosterone 20 to 30%. There was another study that showed that simply making more money can increase a man's testosterone. So if those things can increase your testosterone 20, 30%, What do you think a combination, a perfect storm of those 4 to 5 things that I laid out are gonna do to your testosterone, your human growth hormone, your anabolic hormones? The biggest punchline of this video is exposing your body to new forms of stress, different elements, is gonna skyrocket your hormones. And you can be at a slight caloric deficit. When your protein is on point, you can still build muscle and burn fat. But the key is you have got to train insane. Compound lift intensity. Here's 6 ways to actually add more intensity and shock your body into growth. Number 1, shorten your rest times between compound exercises. I know a lot of you guys are resting 3, 4, 5 minutes between deadlift, squat, bench press. Try shortening up your rest times. Number 2 is adding more volume, doing more sets. That's why something like German volume training is so effective. Number 3 is my new favorite, opposing muscle group supersets with compound exercises. This is actually one of Arnold Schwarzenegger's favorite ways to train. So think of this, you're gonna do like a push or a pull movement back to back. So just the one that I did the other day, I was going heavy on the dumbbell bench press. I supersetted it with heavy weighted wide grip pull-ups. Number 4 is rest pause. So basically you're gonna do a set of like your failure in the 8 to 10 rep range. You're gonna rest 20 seconds. You're gonna pick up the exact same weight. You're gonna do a set again. So say you went to a failure and did 8 reps, you're gonna rest 20 seconds and do, I would say the goal should be 50% of the reps. So if you did 8 reps, rest 20 seconds, you're gonna do 4 reps with that exact same weight. Number 5, add more compound leg movements. Even if it's not leg day, maybe it's arm day. Why not throw in 5 sets of squats? Why not throw in 5 sets of heavy dumbbell lunges? Adding more compound resistance to the lower body is, I would say, the most efficient way to build muscle and burn fat at the same time. Number 6 is insane drop sets. So just yesterday, I went from 3 plates to 2 plates to 1 plate. I did a 3-set drop set on the squats, and that was incredibly hard. Now, I got down to 1 plate, and to make it even harder, I did deep pause squats. So see how there's always little tricks and different things that you can do to make every single compound exercise more challenging? I want you guys to think of some and lay them out in the comments below. I've actually been working on the world's first program that can guarantee that you build muscle and burn fat at the same time. And I want to get 10 beta testers on the program for free. And this program is insane. It's actually combining aesthetic bodybuilding and some of my favorite elements of how NBA and NFL players train, along with professional sprinters. So many of these YouTube fitness channels are so basic, and it's just the same bullshit over and over and over again. And I really want to be known for this training concept because I think it's the most incredible way to really quickly transform your body. And you're combining aesthetic bodybuilding with NBA and NFL style training. And I know it's gonna help so many people. I actually have a name for it. I came up with the name a couple of years ago of athletic aesthetics. And it's something that I'm so passionate about, and I'm really gonna start gearing a lot of content and a lot of workout videos towards athletic aesthetics. If you wanna be one of the 10 beta testers to try out the program, the first program in world history that's hopefully gonna help people build muscle and burn fat at the same time, what I want you to do is comment below your name, your age, and who you wanna look like specifically what your body type and what your goal physique is. And I'm gonna pick out just 10 random people who have interesting answers, and you're gonna get the program 100% for free. So if you guys have been subscribed to this channel for maybe like the last 6 to 12 months, chances are I'd be willing to guess that you found my channel and you started to really like my channel last spring and summer. I think my videos were a lot more raw, they're more real, they're outside the box, and I was talking about a lot of different concepts that many people were not talking about. Now, since the channel has grown so quickly, well over 100,000 subscribers now, I find myself the last 2 months looking back, I think it's like, not that it's bad content because I love outside the box workout videos, but I definitely think that it's not the content that I love to make. So going forward, I'm gonna make a vow to myself and a vow to you guys. I'm gonna make the realest, most outside the box raw content that I really enjoy making, and I think you guys are gonna enjoy the content a lot more too. I'm still gonna do a lot of outside the box workout videos and things like that. But going forward, you guys are in for some big surprises. So thank you guys so much for watching. I'm gonna have a lot more content on building muscle and burning fat coming up in the next month or so. And also let me know what type of content you guys like to see, because I wanna continue making videos that you guys really want. And I will see you guys on the next video.